Welcome to Paranormal Gateway Paratalk. Our special guest is John Paul Newlands, CEO, Investigator, and Empath from Spooks and Ghouls International. So tonight is our Halloween episode, and we encourage anybody who'd like to join in. There's a link in the chat. Just please be courteous. So I'll answer. I'll boot you out. Just put that out of the way, because I have this thing open to anybody now.
Right.
Okay. I had to put the warning out, because I've had people want to pop in already, and it's like, you get a few words in, it's like, well, you know. So
I'm looking now.
I got a co-host here tonight. Got my skeleton.
Is that E.T.? Is that the skeleton version of E.T.?
It's the skeleton. But here, let's start off here. Just right. It's Dracula.
It looks like the skeleton version of. Oh God.
Trick or treat, give me something good to eat.
You realise he's been going to do that all day. He's waited all day to do that, haven't you? Let's be honest.
Oh, so I got a little witchy poo here, and I got my decorations up here. Oh,
I was going to do it all, but it's
Halloween's my favorite holiday. So,
pardon?
Yeah, Halloween's my favorite holiday. Oh.
Yeah, but it's been a quiet one this year. Have you not noticed? There hasn't been. I mean, I've got lots of paranormal teams on my Facebook, and I'm linked through a lot through the world, but there hasn't been many teams out this year so far. I've seen probably 3 lives. Last year I saw loads, especially in the UK, absolute loads. This year I've probably seen 3 so far, and it's 11:05 over here in the UK. So for us, it's perfect time. But there's hardly anybody showing up on live on my Facebook.
I put out last year and this year, if anybody wants to do a live anytime my show, especially Halloween, he'll contact me. Because I can do live through here. Because
yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Yeah, when I have my investigation at the fire hall one time, I did a whole investigation. Because I had a camera set up and linked to the other stream platform I had. It worked out good. So I was kind of hoping for that, but it didn't pan out this year. So I'll try again next year.
It's just really cool.
Reach out to anybody who wants to come on. I mean, everybody has their phones and stuff now with the unlimited data that I can actually hook to my, this streams and stuff and stream live. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Have you actually seen any teams out yet? Doing any recording at all?
No.
Halloween's the biggest day for this field.
Yeah,
why are we so quiet?
I wish I get out.
Something's just not right, sitting right with me. It hasn't done for the last 2 years. Is when I first did my first recording in 2018 live, I did it from a church, and I did it on Halloween. October it was, obviously, but it was 2018. And I had 22,000 views and viewers on the actual video. Now it's Halloween and there's nothing. What's happening to Halloween?
Oh no.
It's
me and my wife, back when we lived in York, PA about 20 years ago, we had a Halloween party every year at our house. And we had like 20, 30 people here. Everybody dressed up and we had a good time.
No, there's nothing. It's weird. It's like
around here, I live in a condo, and they don't do trick or treating around here, which is shame. I see a lot of kids around. I don't know why. But
I've had no knocks tonight at all. I've heard fireworks, but nothing else.
yeah,
That's all I've heard for the last 2 days is fireworks. Halloween's the
Yeah.
biggest thing of the year for the paranormal. Why are we not getting nothing? It's really sad. You got to ask yourself, what is going on? Is it because
know.
teams are? Is it because teams are with family? Is it because
Well,
teams
it
are
could
ending?
be.
This team's finishing, or is it just the fact that we're now moving into a new age?
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that kids nowadays would rather play on Xbox or PlayStation,
Oh yeah. Like my
play-
kid.
and mine, unfortunately. But he also wants to do this. But like I said to him, you can't do both. This is a completely different setup to an Xbox or a PlayStation. What we
But-
do,
Yeah, he was there. My son's in college now, and he when he was a kid, he wanted to go out, but he was 6, 7 years old, and I couldn't go anywhere that he was allowed to go. So once he was 16 or 17, he didn't want to go.
it's really,
we
really
got to some awesome places, over the
See,
years.
that's the other thing,
They'll
isn't
be-
it? We're losing our history and locations as well now. They're being knocked down, turned into housing.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. We went out today to had to get a new driver's license today, and just going back and forth. There are so many places, like fields that were wheat and stuff, and they have signs up for apartment buildings, and they're out there doing the surveying.
Oh,
I'm like,
Jesus.
yeah. I mean,
Don't we have enough
there's some,
problem?
there's enough around if you look at it, but everybody wants to build new, and then they build all these places and stuff, and they don't fill them. It takes forever because they want like $2,000 or more a month to rent them. So it's like, how do you even afford that to begin with?
You say that. I was talking to my friend who lives in Canada, and he's saying at the moment where he lives, he basically a week's wage is a month for rent. So it's impossible. You can't afford it out there. $2,000+, and I'm like that. Come again?
Yeah,
That's a lot of money. It's like he told me he bought a hamburger and 2 fries earlier, and it cost him $20.
yeah,
Do you know what
That's
I
right.
could get for 20 quid over here?
yeah. We go out and get meat, for that. But we over here at Burger King and McDonald's. I mean, to get one of their big meals is $12.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because you can go out if you get lucky. Certain times the grocery store sells on sale. You just got buy it and put it in the freezer every all year here, and you get
Yeah.
a lot more deals that way. So we hardly ever pay full price for anything anymore.
It's really bad. Really is bad. I just can't get over how quiet it is. I mean, I've just been through my laptop for the last hour and my phone, and there's no one out. Not one team out at this moment in time. That bothers me. For UK, that bothers me.
No, same here.
I know it's Halloween and you've got kids and that, but guys, there's a lot of people here that go out, whether you've got kids or not, will still go out and investigate what makes today different. I don't get it. There's usually
I think at a certain age, like when we get like 6 or 7 years old, I don't think we trick or treating much over that really. So
I get that, but
I see a lot of teenagers
teams.
on that now.
I mean, teams. I mean, I'm looking now through Teams. There's no one out. My Facebook is dead. For the busiest time of the year, my Facebook is dead. I've got a friend now, Nick Moulet. He's live, and he's got 4 guests on, but they've all dressed up. Other than that, there is no one. The whole of my Facebook is dead. You know, you would have thought there'd be at least like 20, 30 lives going on, people out doing investigations, but there's none of this. None of it at all. But I have noticed people are now starting to go into the pod streaming side of it all now.
Yeah. I'll
It's just
skip
odd.
on chat yet. So, but
Really, really odd.
hopefully tomorrow pop one then. But you get started if you want to. I got a few questions.
Go for
it. Like when you go out to investigate, how having the empath ability, does that help you any?
Right, so I didn't know I was an empath until I started in February 2018. I started doing paranormal, midlife crisis. I went paranormal way. I didn't find out until 2001, 2002 maybe, that I was an empath, and I found out through 2002. What am I at? 2020 odd. It would have been, I think, 2018. Yeah, 2020, not 2000. 2020. I was doing a location with a gentleman called Mickey Famouche, who's was at the time was our medium. I had Daniel, who's, as you know, you've already met Daniel. He's my medium in development, I'll say, not training, because training's the wrong word. We went to a place called Aria, Red Car or something, I think it was. I can't remember off the top of my head where it was. But he took me into this radar station, old 4 blocks it was, really small, 4 little white blocks. I went into one and we started doing a live feed. Now, Mickey had basically brought through British soldiers, and he was talking to them. And as far as they were concerned, they thought they were still fighting the war. Well, Daniel, being Daniel, pulled out a German cat badge. And I won't forget this in a hurry, but I was what looked like I'd been stabbed with a bayonet. And you can see me on video. I found all the videos today, actually, and I've just got permission to put them up. So you've got me doing being stabbed in this video, and I literally hit the ground so fast, it was unbelievable. Never have I felt pain like it. That day, we then went to Mickey's daughter's. Big mistake. She lived in an old flat that used to be an old building where they used to have a lot of children in. I think it was a school, but it was 3 tiers. And we were in the cellar, and we were talking to a young lad that basically lost his parents. His mum had gone to get his father from, I think he said, the blacksmith or something like that. It came, and she never returned, and unfortunately the building was bombed. On that note, as I've come up the stairs, there's a Victorian 15-year-old girl at the top of the stairs. Now, as an empath at this time, I'm learning about all this. I could see a shadow. That's all I could see. I couldn't see a full apparition, just a pure black shadow. And basically, from what Mickey and his daughter had said, Carol was the other medium, both ordained ministers, really good, very clever. They brought through, he brought through this Victorian girl. Now, she was only 15. Basically, she was raped by the master or the owner of the house and fell pregnant. And she died giving childbirth. Now, for any bloke who can say that toothache is worse than childbirth, you haven't got a clue. I witnessed, as an empath, childbirth of this 15-year-old girl, what she went through before she died. Now, She had hold of my hand. You can see in the video, you've got her holding Carol's hand, and you can see her holding my hand clearly. You can see the energy. I've actually got the videos where you can see the light, the shadow flash on the actual video where she is right in front of me. It's like a white shine. She's like that, and it's gone. But I got it perfectly on the videos. And as she held my hand, I experienced childbirth. And within 3 seconds of this video going live, I was live. I had over 100 people on the live at this point. I was on the floor crying. I had experienced what this little girl had gone through at the age of 15, giving birth, where she basically died. Going on through that night, Mickey and Carol sat me down. And it wasn't until we started to go through my life, my family history, my past, that due to trauma, serious, real bad trauma as a child, you develop or can develop the empath skills. Now, an empath has 6 different traits. I can't remember all of them, but I know I have 4 of them, which is I see shadows, I taste, I smell, and I experience pain. It's 4 of the 6. When they told me this, it wasn't until I started going to other places did I start to witness different things. For example, I went to the woods with 2 other friends, nothing to do with mediums or anything. We basically got permission to go on this land. It was private forestry land. And we were walking through, and I picked up a shotgun shell, found it on the ground. Now, the lady that was with us, she was developing her medium skills as well as I was developing as a empath. And I felt like both of my legs had been shot off. And I can explain it by the fact that my legs were stinging and I couldn't move. They'd literally disappeared. Even though they were there and everything, that's what I felt. She'd been shot in the shoulder. She was walking around like her arm wasn't there. She had it behind her back. You know, it's odd, but since I've become an empath and I started seeing shadows, everything else, and feeling things, my life has changed dramatically. Obviously, with mental health and all that as well, it's all affected. But there isn't a day now where I don't see shadows walking past the door to my right, would be your left. I'm used to it now. I have an old lady, 6 children, and a dog living with me. I love
Wow.
it. Do you know, I'm more fascinated with them than I am with the living. If that sounds, I know it sounds weird and strange, but it's true. I've learned so much more from them than what I have with people from living. It's like I put up a post a few days ago. I don't know if you saw it. Is what do you fear the most, the living or the dead? And every person's come back saying the living. And I find that really odd. Because when you're in the paranormal, you know, a lot of people say a lot of things are demonic. And for people to come back and say the living, I thought it was quite odd. We've all had these experiences. That's why we're here in the paranormal. This is why we do what we do in the paranormal. But for them to all come back, I think it's about 18 responses, all say the living. You know, it's really hard. For me, it's hard to grasp when, you know as well as I do, Scott, we see a lot of people putting up videos saying demonic presence or demon here. Yeah, you know how it goes. We've all seen it on YouTube. Yet they all said the living.
All right.
It's odd. I you know what I'm like. I go into things quite deeply. With my autism, I examine things and I take it that level beyond. So it's the same with pictures. People look at pictures and they look at the main picture. Me, I go in the picture. And that's how I find and discover everything I've done and thought, obviously, with what I've done. So yeah, that's me and an empath.
Yeah. Well, I think when I started out with my empath was back many, many years ago. A couple of years into when I first started, I was diagnosed with ataxia, which have a black spot on my cerebellum, and affects my speech, my walking, my balance, and swallowing have problems this sometimes too. So back then, like
Is that what
with
brought
the
your empathy
huh,
on then?
huh?
Is that how you developed as an empath because of your
I
injury?
think it might be. I think it might be because after
It's trauma, isn't it?
and it got more. I was more open and seeing more things and feeling more things and um like a couple before it got like really bad where I couldn't walk. I was doing a cane, but I went to a couple of investigations, and one of that shipped in, and they were down in this dark basement and flashes and stuff in the investigation. I walked down in there. At that time, um, we had a medium, but she couldn't make that investigation, and so I was down in the basement, and my friend said, walking around, and I'm like, I can't. I walked in, and I got sick. I had to be taken outside. I said, what's wrong? I felt burning all over, and
So
I
you
was
had feelings
sweating.
like me.
I was sweating and burning. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought I was on. I felt like a whole body was like on fire. And I don't know if she was again. And what happened was we had back in the face investigator was there, but the media came back. We called her up, and she was like, "Was there a fire in that building?" I said, "I wasn't aware of any." So we had back to do a reveal. It was down the basement, and we luckily it out, and we found there was a fire there, and that there was charred timber still up. We'd never noticed before. So I don't know if anybody lost their life there or what I was feeling, but that's one of the first times that, and after that, I was seeing more stuff and like I can smell
See,
more
to me,
things down. And,
that sounds like me. You experienced somebody's death. As weird as it sounds, that's what it sounds like. Like I experienced the English fighters when they were fighting for their lives in that radar station. That young girl, when she passed, I felt their passings. Sounds like you did. And it's funny because my brain injury, when it was diagnosed 3 years ago, with my seizures being like they are, it's your brain's wired differently. We are completely different. It's weird. A lot to explain it to a normal person, they can go into the building that you've gone into. We'll take your example. They go into the building and they experience nothing. As far as they're concerned, they stood in a pitch black room. For someone like me and you, with our brain injuries, and our brain injuries are very different, we don't see a black room. We walk into a room and we see what looks like we've gone back in time. We've gone to a specific point in time. You went back to that point where possibly somebody died in a fire and you experienced their life, their passing. Nobody else did. Raven's car, not Red Car. Raven's car, when I was in the radar station in one of the buildings, when I was stabbed, I experienced that moment in time. Same with the girl, another moment in time. I went from World War II to a Victorian time in the same day. We're not time travelers. It's what we see. It's how we are designed with our. See, I reckon when you've had an injury to your brain or to your head, chemicals and a lot of other things that are altered. And because of that, I feel like a percentage of our brain is unlocked that isn't unlocked for others, if you know what I mean. You know, so we're more advanced as such. Why or how, I have no idea. But these injuries obviously open part of the brain that wasn't open already. Like now, I mean, as you can see, I'm sat in the light. I can tell you now there's somebody at my door, stood in this hallway here. If the thing goes off, the CO2 carbon monoxide alarm goes off. It's the old lady walking backwards and forwards. Now, yesterday I had the engineer come in to do the gas, and he's never seen or felt a presence before. He's what we call skeptics, but he was open-minded. Now, I sat in front of where I am now, so I was sat on the sofa, which is about 3 or 4 meters away from me, and he was stood to my right here. And he felt pins and like not pins and needles, it's where your hairs go up on your arm when he gets cold.
Yeah.
He felt that feeling around his leg. And I was explaining to him it's one of the kids, but holding onto his leg, pulling out his shirt. He felt it 3 different occasions. He didn't know what to. He didn't get freaked out or anything. He was fascinated. And what fascinated him and finished it off for him was doing a CO2 check. He put the gas on and he left it on for so long. I think that 40 minutes later, the alarm went off on 3 different occasions within a 5-minute period. When I turned around to him and said, "Is that possible?" He said, "No." He said that was definitely somebody interfering with the alarm. There's no way, 40 minutes or not. It was too long, but I showed him, I said, this is what I deal with on a daily basis. You know, he's gone out and he's gone, when I come back, you'll have to show me more. Because obviously I started showing him equipment and that and how it worked. And I actually put, because you've got your little friend, it wouldn't be right if I didn't have one of my little friends.
Yeah. Cool.
So I've got my K2. And this was going off last night. Now, obviously, we know it's been affected at a minute 'cause I've got my phone and my laptop and another phone on. But this was being affected. And he saw it for himself going off with none of this on. And he was like that. I've never seen nothing like that. Fascinating. We're not the only 3 here.
Hold on.
I hear that. I hear Chip up there.
That's weird. That's really weird.
My earbuds are going up. Hold on.
Yeah, somebody's trying to talk through.
That was me. I think my earbuds.
I think from my end for you. Because I should be able to find it too. I can find that hopefully. And Laura I was doing, I picked up a video talking too. Never mind. I'll find those she's here with me.
What is going on?
There's something definitely here. There is something definitely here. You can hear it.
Right. I feel free to talk. I mean, I'll go over this later. I always go over our eyes and stuff.
It's definitely you. It's not us two. It's definitely you. I worked that out when I saw the muffled side or the distorted side on your lip.
What's going on?
That was mad.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
What the fuck was that?
That was like what we just did.
Repeat it back.
But neither of us pressed anything to do that.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Something had to physically put that on and put it back. I was talking to someone about it a few weeks ago. That felt like a time slip.
That was weird.
Like 2 dimensions had just crossed through time. And that was going as me and you were talking.
That played back what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that was definitely because I thought because you said there was see what got me then was that you're not the only three people here at the start. There's only two of us here, Scott. Who the hell's the third?
the
Oh man, that definitely said that at the start of that thing. Then you aren't the only three here. It's only
hell?
me and you. It's only me and you here talking.
That was weird. I have to
Weird.
record it then, because that freaked me out.
See, we don't have to do lives. We don't have to go out. It comes to us.
Yeah.
We had this problem last time. We had this problem last time, didn't we?
We were talking in the background. Yeah. I don't know, I look over there. It's just weird. But
That
we were
was
talking
definitely me
about,
and you.
yeah. But when we were talking about like time steps and all the time, I experienced that we had an investigation at the Hinsdale House in New York, and it's a rural building way up in the mountains. And I was in bottom bedroom, and there's two beds, one on each side. So, and I fell asleep and had a dream of there was like an end table or a nightstand, and I dreamed that there were three people over on the bed their side, and they were arguing, yelling back and forth. I could not make out what they were saying, but at the same time, they were pointing out a radio. There was no radio there, but the radio that looked like it. Do you ever hear the show The Waltons?
Yeah, back in the
That-
80s,
that-
90s.
like the old time radios back in the 1930s, they sat around and watched. It was one of those radios.
I've got one of them.
Yeah.
It's been converted into a REM pod stroke. Yeah, it's a big wooden one.
Mhm.
That's
Wow.
yeah, that's weird.
Another thing I have is lucid dreaming, and I also already can feel like I'm flying, and then I land in like that one last time I got in a field and see mountains, and then I woke up. So I have flying dreams.
That's really hard. I know there's a Pacific group for it. I'm trying to think what it's called. It's like teleportation, but it's not. There's an actual thing in the paranormal that people can do where they leave that's it, astral projection.
Astral projection, yeah.
Do you know a lot of people can't do that? Believe it or not, a lot of people can't do that. I've done it probably. I think I've done it about 2 or 3 times. Daniel does it on a regular basis. I'm like that. Dan, where the hell do you go? He goes, I go all over. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I've done a few times. I've done a few times, different places, but
does it not scare you?
A lot of times just in a field somehow. I've never really like been in any like a city anywhere yet, or place in the world where I see something else. So I that haven't that good that I think I can do that, but I might have to look into like literature on it.
Does that not scare you though?
No.
Looking up when you basically when you go into astral projection, you leave in your body, looking round, looking down at yourself.
Well, I think at first they did because I'm naturally a short height, but then usually I'll be like this, I'll like down, and then I'll be standing there, and like that for a couple minutes. I wake up right away. I wish I did. I'd be able to control myself better. But it's always like maybe 10 seconds. There we go. So.
Do you experience with obviously your brain injury? Now I do this a lot, and it's baffling the doctors at the moment. It's with them and the psychiatrists. We're trying to work out what's going on. Do you feel that when you fall asleep, you're not asleep?
All the
Everything
time.
when you fall asleep, everything's still real.
Yes, I feel awake all the time. Every day, and people say they don't remember dreams. I remember every one of my dreams. Wake up. Every one.
It's now got to a point for me where I can't distinguish the difference between reality and non-reality.
Yeah,
It's really bad.
people say that you can't tell, but people laugh at me when I tell them this, but it actually works. Like if you're sleeping or you're never sleeping, if you do pinch yourself and you can't feel it, then it's possible it's your dream. And it depends on where you're at. If you could look, like I had this weird dream last night that it was that weird, that it was a weird, glorious dream that I was in his room, one room, no windows, and there's another guy across the room, a little big guy, and there's another guy that was sitting on a chair, ready to be hung. And the other guy kicked a chair out underneath him, and I couldn't get to him to help him. I thought, what the hell kind of dream is that? And then the guy started throwing stuff at me. I'm like, what the hell? All the weirdest things. I'm like, what the hell? So.
Do you feel in your dreams? So for me, this is what sort of started this off. Is a couple of years ago, I had a dream where I was in a lift and I was attacked, and the guy slit my wrists. And as I've come out the lift, I've woke up. But the first thing I've done is gone to my wrists because I felt the pain of having that. The pain was real. And the first thing I said to the doctor was, because obviously you know as well as I do, when you have brain injuries, we're affected differently. And as weird as people say, if you go to a doctor, they're going to call you bloody nuts. Far from it for people who have brain injuries, because they learn a lot more from us than what we do from them by telling them stuff. And I've now got two of my doctors are now involved in this. Is how am I experiencing pain while asleep? Why can I not tell the difference between non-reality and reality? Why am I saying now that basically as soon as I fall asleep, I'm not asleep, I'm still awake? I've had all these tests done, and every medical test that's been done, and I will say this, I've had blood tests, I've had brain scans, I've had my eyes done a few days ago. Everything's come back normal.
Yeah.
And I'm not losing the plot.
I like the same as you, but I've been stabbed in my dream already and shot.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And I feel.
Car crash is a bad one.
Oh yeah.
I do not like the car crash.
Mm-hmm.
Been in a plane crash as well, as weird as that sounds. And of course, I can't swim in real life, so I've experienced drowning.
Mm-hmm.
Places that have blown up, shortness of breath,
mm-hmm.
when my heart stops. It's not real to people who can sleep properly, tell the difference, but to us, it's as real as it can get, for real. I mean, I've been bit by a shark, car crashes, plane crashes, poison, been in war. I don't know why, but if I watch something, for example, if I watch something like The Predator and go to bed, the first thing I do when I go to sleep is I'm in the jungle fighting the predator.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem I have. But if I put on something like a cartoon, like Ice Age, I think I'm like Sid the Sloth, riding Manny. That is my life. That is who I am. That's what frightens the hell out of me, is no matter what I watch or what I see before I go to bed, that's what I'm dreaming of.
Yeah.
And it's really messed up.
Yeah. Oh, I feel see something. I forget. Oh, another thing, I get visitations from like their dead family, and I get a visitation on one friend a lot that died like 15 years ago.
So you say that, right? I've just, like I said, I've been to the doctors a lot lately. My latest episode is I've seen both of my parents, and I haven't seen my parents since I was 14.
Hmm.
We need toilet paper. I think we're down to like 2 rolls. Thanks.
That was my wife talking.
Oh, I thought that was someone else. I thought that was us again. I was going to go, not again.
Yeah, that voice talking in the background.
But yeah, it's really, really odd at the moment for me. I haven't seen my parents for 28 years. And a few weeks ago, I swear I saw them both in the flesh while asleep. And yet they're both alive from what I know.
Hmm.
You know, and I never see them together because they're divorced. You know, they haven't been together for over 25 years. And yet they were both together. And they were my parents. I like you said, lately for me, I'm either developing a lot quicker than I thought and becoming a little bit more advanced, or something's just not right sitting with me. You know, I'm not crazy. I'm far from it. I'm talking to you like a normal person. Difference is our conversations are probably a little bit more in depth for some people to handle or understand as such. But it's hard, Scott, this.
Yeah.
You know, I tell you that.
A lot of times I'll fight to go to sleep because I don't like going to sleep when I don't know what's gonna.
So I'm
Yeah.
more scared to go to
I
sleep.
fight as much as I can.
I am so scared to go to sleep nowadays. I have to sleep with the TV on.
I do.
It's
Or have radio on.
headphones for me. I usually listen to music, but I can't do it otherwise. It's really odd. And now the latest one that's got me more than anything is I had a lady come on, prophecy lady, tells prophecies. And she was telling us how the earth's going to end and what's going to happen. And she mentioned or brought up the fact that in 2 years' time there's going to be nuclear war, and that will be the end of mankind. And that's been playing on my mind a lot recently as well, because we've had a lot of active military that we don't usually have lately. And not only that, NORAD's been scrambled as well a few times. So like, you know, is it true? Is it not? You know, it's a hard one. But she said, I put the messages still on my phone, actually, what she said, and it hit home. She said it is coming. The 6th level extinction event, because obviously the 5 we all know about, is coming. And she said it's going to be World War III. And that's really, really odd.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been able to settle properly since.
Well, just a few days ago, North Korea sent 10,000 troops to us.
Don't, mate, don't.
Yeah. That's
We know it's coming.
Yeah.
Because China have been caught around the UK airspace with their bombers, with the Russians. It's coming. The question you got to ask yourself, Scott, is when, how, and what do we do? Because there is no what ifs in this scenario now. North Korea have just made a statement with Russia. towards Western countries with regards to Ukraine. So now your next question is when, how, and what do we do?
Well, it's right there, I heard today that North Korea did a test missile today earlier. So,
They're testing a lot of missiles.
yeah.
Didn't you know Russia did one as well, apparently? From what I hear, it didn't get very far off the ground and it just blew up.
Yeah.
So it's coming. And the scary thing is, if nuclear war happens, we've got 1 minute. 1 minute to hit underground or wherever we're going to go. What the hell do you do in a minute, Scott? Do you know what? If it's me, I'll sit outside on a chair waiting for it.
Yeah.
Because you can't, what doesn't kill you by the blast will kill you through the fallout.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'd rather go in a blast. Somebody was talking to me about this, actually. It's been brought up a lot. Is how would you deal with it? What would you do? Where would you go? And I said to Dan, we could always go to one of the old RAF bunkers. He said, what's a bunker going to do with fallout? I'm like, that, you tell me. Big underground, doesn't matter. They got missiles that can see you now. They just drop a bomb and it bunker buster.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you can't hide. What's done it for me is I'm dealing with a parcel that hasn't come from China yet. And I read on the one of the sites from China that a lot of airlines have now stopped flying to China. And it's because Russia have now put a no-fly zone on their airspace. So obviously the flights can't stop and then refuel and go again. So it's going a long way around. It took 5 days to get a plane from China to the UK. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's scary now because things are happening behind our backs that we don't know. And we're never going to know. We'll just get that fact. You know, when they did, I don't know if they do it over in America, but here they do a test one day where everyone's mobile phones went off for like to practice terror alert or something, I think it was, just to let people know if something's going to happen, this is what's going to happen. And this is how you're going to get notified. But in 1 minute to 30 seconds to a minute, what the hell do you do with that? It's not like you can get on the phone and say goodbye. There's just not enough time. I mean, I'm looking now, I'm on the news while I'm talking to you now, and it's depressing. Absolutely. They've just announced, it's come through in the last 5 hours of Sky News. I'll read this. Thousands of North Korean troops at Ukraine border will enter the war within days. North Korea has just joined Russia in the war.
Yeah.
That's an act of war.
It is.
Why?
And I was talking to them right that the U.S. is going to put up with it. That might mean going boots on the ground for U.S. because North Korea is getting into it now.
It's funny because they've actually got they did say the US there. Yeah, it said US Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
Mm-hmm.
This is not good for us as a world. Whoa, hang on. That's not 10,000. It's 18,000.
Oh, we're not. What was 10?
10,000 are going North Korean troops are in Russia, including up to 8,000 on the Kursk border region. 18,000.
Hmm.
And their troops, you're going to love this, the North Korean troops are wearing Russian military equipment.
Hmm.
It's all here.
Well, I think Andy Blinken said that if that happens, then the United States will give permission for Ukraine to go to Russia and for
Yes, it
more
is.
long range weapons.
It says here that it looks like China are going to reinforce North Korea, and that if America is about to announce new security assistance for the Ukraine. This is serious.
What fucking Putin? He started so shit.
See, Kursk is on the border of the Ukraine,
Mhm.
but it's in another part of Russia. I don't know how Russia split up, but it's just ridiculous. It says here that the Americans published images of 1,000 containers of equipment being sent to Russia by rail from China to North Korea.
Blow 'em up.
Oh, it's getting stupid now. The problem is, we all know that North Korea will not back down. They're a fighting country like Russia. And unfortunately, they will fight.
Well, trying to spar NATO. I don't know why they're getting their nose into it.
It's ridiculous. This is, from what I'm reading, it's what do you do now? What do you do? What's this? It's this for Prime Minister, for your president. Who's this president election? It says here, is it between this and Kamala Harris?
Next Tuesday. So of course they're doing it during an election. That's why that's all they're going in. Because right now
Right.
over here,
Who's going in for
country
presidency?
it's for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
Right, you do realise if Donald Trump gets power again, he's just going to obliterate Russia.
I know. I'm voting for Kamala.
I wouldn't be
No,
at the moment. I wouldn't know who to defend. We've got our own issues over here.
Yeah. Well, he got dementia real bad too. So if he gets in, we're really screwed.
Ooh, 10 hours ago, NATO call for NATO to destroy North Korean battalions.
Ooh.
And all you can see, and I can tell you now, I can see what looks like 4 F-18s. Now, I know there's F-18s in Lincolnshire right now because friends of mine who are plane spotters have been posting live videos of F-18s leaving British camps. So I know you guys are over here. There's a few 52s over here as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting serious. There it is there. You was on about North Korea fires ICBM.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You've got to ask yourself, are we on borrowed time? That's what you've got to ask yourself right now. Are we on borrowed time? I've got a picture here of North Korea satellite images show mystery trenches dug at Ukrainian border. Yeah, if you get Trump back in power, your country is just going to turn. There it is there. It says 9 hours ago, North Korea could be the match that triggers global chaos. They will be. Or shall I say they are? Look at the country at the moment. What are South Korea going to do?
Wow.
It says here, North Korean troop deployment in Russia is key topic as US and South Korean leaders meet. What are they going to do? What have they done? Nothing. They won't fight the North Koreans. Even though US... There you go. That's my lady. That's my lady gone through. Says there, US and South Korean call for North to withdraw troops from Russia. It doesn't matter what we say, how we do it. I mean, according to this, the US are trying to get, this is 2 hours ago, the US are getting, or trying to get China to tell Russia and North Korea to pull back.
Yeah.
It's not... I don't know what we're going to do. Nobody's going to want to get into this. Cheers again.
Alright. Sound the cricket. Chirp, chirp.
She just lets me know that she's around. It's funny because we were talking about this yesterday, me and the engineer, and that's when she responded. For some unknown reason, she doesn't seem to respond well to the word threat or war or anything like that. But what can you do? I don't know, mate. Everything's gone to pot. The world's gone to shit. The paranormal tonight, for me,
Yeah.
I have just never seen a night like it. 5, 6, 7 years ago, I could have watched 10, 20, 30 different lives. Tonight, not one. Not one. I can't see any on my Facebook. It's shocking. I'm just going back on it now to see if I can see anything.
I got fireworks down here.
Nothing. I've got friends that are on some paranormal teams. But yeah, nothing. People saying happy Halloween, but nothing. Absolute nothing. And I've got over 118 people on.
Oh.
And there is not... I'm shocked. I don't know what to say. What can you say? There's nothing on both my profiles. Well, that's what they've gone for pay per view. So people are using pay per view.
Where?
There's one just come up a minute ago. Some castle they're doing, but they've done a pay per view thing. So basically, they're getting people to pay to watch a live on Halloween. Otherwise, no. People are on about they're staying in, trying to see if they can communicate with family. I've got another friend here who's considering leaving the paranormal
Oh,
after 27 years. A friend of mine has left the paranormal. No, nothing. I just don't know what to. I can't sum up tonight, if I'm honest, Scott. I really
Yeah.
can't. We've had more paranormal on this bleeding show than anybody I've
Yeah.
seen on it.
Last time too.
Yeah, that was Dan's fault, though. That was yours and Dan's fault. This time was weird.
Mhm.
I'd never seen that playback. It was like two complete changes, 2 time zones. That was just weird, but nothing.
Yeah, that's strange. Like I said, I'll go over the video then. You know, I'll look at it. Cause it's just kind of freaky.
Well, not being funny, but we probably had the most activity all night out of the whole of Facebook.
Probably, yeah.
Looking at this, out of all the
Probably
Facebook,
right.
12 at night now in the morning for us. There should be people online from the UK doing paranormal. And do you know what's even more odd is I haven't seen any events go up for Halloween this year advertised.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. I can't explain it. I don't think I want to explain it. The question you've got to ask yourself at the moment is the paranormal field becoming dead? Literally.
Seems like over the last 2 years.
Because everyone started going down the podcast route.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed a few of my friends have started up podcasts now because they've come and asked me, but nothing on my Facebook, nothing on my YouTube, nothing on my what's the other one? TikTok. No, nothing. Just people with old videos putting up posts. That's really, really odd. That's bad.
Well, maybe next year was hype, but big thing like a month before to get people in.
Do you know what? It's really odd. All these people I've interviewed. And nothing. I don't understand what's going on. You know, people would expect to go out as a team. I don't understand. Even urban explorers.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of that out. It's like we're in COVID again.
I understand. So,
People are staying home.
I know I'd be out there if I could.
My God, the Thundering House is still going on. Says here, apparently the Conjuring House owner's being charged with a DUI.
What's that?
Says here, right, that the Conjuring House owner charged with DUI after police pursuit.
Oh.
And then it says on the top of it, her entertainment license was not approved. It expires in November. No more tours.
Oh boy.
Can't believe that's still going on, Scott. It's been going on the best part of 4 months at least. I try to stay away from that. That's not something you get involved in.
Right.
Right, let me have a look at some. Loads of people doing Halloween displays. That's all it is, and raising money for charity in the UK. But yeah, nothing. Not a thing. It's on that 6 days ago now. No, they're talking about the RS Titanic and the RS Olympica, whatever it is, saying that the boats were swapped at the last minute.
Yeah.
That's another theory it's going through.
Yeah.
Some friend of mine's got a picture outside their house. Oh, that looks a bloody good picture, actually. Right, so this looks weird. See if I can tag you in this. See what you think of this. Not going to let me. It's not going to let me tag you. See if I can send it you. No, I don't want to send it on WhatsApp. Let's see what you think of this, Scott. This is actually taken by a friend of mine's team. Right. No, it's not coming up with your name. What in the hell is going on tonight? I don't understand any of this. I can't get on. Facebook's not playing. full. It's basically the person took a picture outside, and all you can see is is a person in a brown trench coat with a long, one of the big tall black hats. Other than that, Black Onyx Paranormal. It's on there. We'll see it on there.
Black Onyx.
Yeah, Paranormal. Do you see the picture?
Do you send it, or did you send it?
No, I couldn't find you. It wouldn't let me find you on it.
Black Onyx. How's it going?
Have a look at that picture. That looks awesome.
I have to join the group to be approved so I can see it.
Right, it won't take long. That picture looks ace. But there's nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't get open and not joined. I'm take days or I took out tomorrow. Really. After I joined.
There's a lot of American teams getting ready to go out.
Yeah, it's going to 8:30 soon, so you might be some out.
So there's a load of them a load of Americans going, but there's no English.
Yeah.
Got nothing. I've got nothing. Nothing. Absolute nothing. I don't know anymore. That's so odd. Nothing.
Well, what you can do?
Not a lot. Not a lot you can do. Nope, I got nothing.
Well,
I literally got nothing. Not like me either. I'm just stumped. So quiet. Don't get it. And you can't say that everything happens on a weekend. You can't. I've seen many teams go out during the week, but I've never
Yeah, well,
experienced.
update for. We've done what weekdays already.
This is just odd for me. Wow. I don't know what to say, Scott. I really don't. You know, we've had that weird thing happen earlier.
Well, may also wild thing get the one.
That was weird earlier, though. So when you hear it, it's when it's said, there's not just 3 of you. I wrote it down when I heard it straight away.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of
That-
us, so who the fuck's the third?
I don't know. Could be someone here. Because I know a good girl here.
That's why it's so quiet. Somebody else is here with us. Or with you, I should say, because it happened your end. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got nothing.
I have to review it then. Once we're done the show, I'll get back in and review it.
I've got nothing. Literally. I mean, well,
God,
I'm just-
I could download the video and put in the software. I can separate out the audio too, and I go through it. And I can look for those spikes and stuff to find it. So I'll still find it right away.
did you get
Um,
anything
uh,
on the last? Did you get
well,
anything on the
dude.
last one?
Yeah, so while I was whispering, I couldn't make out any words. If they full sentences, but I couldn't make out what it was. It was just like a, those sound like. But this one here, I'll do when we're done here. I'll grab it in and I'll clip that part out for you. And I'll send you the part of the video and for you to listen to. So
I
I
was messed
explain.
up. That was totally messed up.
Yeah. Definitely was. I think I've been on a few more months. We'll try it again to see if we get anything.
See, we don't have to go out and do anything. Paranormal comes to us.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody laughs at us when they think we're joking. I'm not joking. This is what happens.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah. Okay, but can I actually just get to and see what it was? I just said it was.
I hope this time you get voices. That'd be messed up.
Yeah.
Where you can actually hear them what they're saying.
Because it sounded like me saying.
It was definitely you, but who the
Yeah.
hell? What the hell was the third person on about?
Yeah. That's weird.
That's what I didn't understand.
Now, hopefully, I'll find out. I'll clip it for you and send it.
Yeah, I'll have a look on that police program I've got. I need to reinstall it. Stupid laptop's taking on too much. I just
Mine too.
realised I've got over 30 locations that I put up that I was doing, trying to build the website up. And I've come on and I've just seen all the folders and there's about 4,000 pictures on there plus. And I've got no bloody space on the laptop. So now I'm having to delete it all. That's why I just pulled out the hard drive. I was like that. Yeah, they're on the hard drive. Don't worry. Because I made a mistake this week. I deleted
I
a load
got I got 4 terabyte hard drive. I
got 3 of those.
have. Yeah.
It's a joke. And the problem is, I deleted 7 videos. And I haven't got them anywhere else. I've literally permanently deleted them. So I've like got trying to go through stuff, and today I found 200 plus videos and another 4,000 photographs from when I
Wow.
first started. So I'm like, yes, they're going up. But I had to get permission first because obviously I'm not with the guy anymore. And I don't want to be putting up pictures or videos if it's going to compromise copyrights. But he did say for copyright reasons, just mention me in all the videos and pictures. I was like that. All right then, I can do that.
Yeah. Hmm.
And he's copyrighted quite a few of the pictures anyway, so it's not an issue. We've got nothing. Absolute sweet FA. I'm gobsmacked. I just North Korea set to acquire a nuclear weapon.
Here you go.
Nothing. Just pictures. That's all I've got. Nothing paranormal at all. I have. I've got you back on in December, Scott. I got you back on in December on the 2nd.
Yeah, I think you do.
Oh, I've got some big names coming up this week. Real big names.
You say I'm on December?
Yeah, December 2nd. Just looking then, checking when I got you in again.
What night is that?
That is Monday the 2nd, and that's earlier. That's 7 o'clock my time.
Okay, so that'd be
2 or 3 in your time
it'd be 3 for me.
on a Monday.
Okay.
That's odd.
All right. Yeah. Put that down now.
I've got quite a few coming up. Looks like I've got a big week this week. I've got Al Cooley back on. Unveiling Paranormal again. Oh, this month I haven't got many late ones, which is good. Oh, yes, I have.
I'll have next week. I have.
I've got bookings already in 2025.
Last week I have. What they have. I should next week would be the 6th Wednesday. I have the Phantom Detective.
I don't think I've had them.
Yeah, Josh from Melissa.
I've got now the whole of November's full up. Everything between the 24th to the 29th of December is full up.
I have a couple altars coming up, and I have a Paranormal Highway with Eric Wood, and I have Dark Side Paranormal.
No, I've got none of that. I've just got individual people. Well, I've got Third Eye Paranormal, and I've got Penny Pinchers. Oh, and Unveiling Paranormal. Unveiling Paranormal, interesting team. I don't know if you've interviewed them yet.
Who?
Two young ladies. Unveiling Paranormal.
Yeah, I know already.
They
I had
going.
I had them one last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had one last month.
They're cool.
Very cool. For two ladies that have only just begun,
Yeah,
they've got a hell of a paranormal journey ahead of them.
we had a lot of fun. I got to share a lot of stuff too. It was cool. I also had till death investigations one. They're fun. But I have coming up in December. I have 2 paranormal altars, and I have a group on before a couple years ago called Full Moon Paranormal. That's all female group. I haven't come back on, and I think a break in until middle of January. But I'm actually booked up to beginning of February. Cause I have one. You probably heard of Horn Paranormal, right?
I haven't got any of the big teams you've mentioned.
Yeah, Provoke Paranormal.
I've got a few big authors coming in. I got a couple of doctors, aliens, UFO specialists, Bigfoot specialists, cryptic specialists, paranormal people. Today I should say, I've got a gentleman from the paranormal one today. That'll be fun. He's into his cryptics as well, so I've got to see if I can blag out a few bits about cryptics as well.
There you go.
But yeah, my diary's now taking bookings as far as February already. I got 2 bookings in February. It's crazy. My God, it's officially November.
Oh, yeah. For you, it is.
November 1st. Half 25 to 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Really odd.
Oh well.
Another day over.
Yeah.
Another day that ends, another day begins.
Well, John, I think I'll get going here. I see something to eat. And like I said, we'll get back together again. Hopefully, December 2nd, when I'm on your show, we get some people jump in if you want.
It was definitely a time lapse or something.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to. I'll definitely get that to you as soon as I'm done here. I'll just
Right,
do
mate.
that, and I'll figure that out because that was just the freakiest freaking thing
I haven't seen nothing like that before.
that happened.
It played on top of what we were talking about.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
the fact. It was the. There's not only 3 there. That's what's got me. That's what's done my head in.
yeah, I'm not sure what that about. Lordy.
Really weird. I got you getting back in December anyway.
Yeah, we'll
Beginning
see.
of December.
May have something else happen.
Oh God, yeah. Hopefully I'll have Dan on next. Hopefully I'll have Dan on.
Yeah. Hopefully. Find all these 3 of us.
That's mad.
Oh, Birdie.
Oh, what the hell? Nothing. Nothing. I feel bed coming on.
And oh well.
Been quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Really quiet. Just doesn't seem right. So what's the plans now then, Scott?
What's that?
So what's the plans now?
Oh yeah. We're going to just figure it out in near future, if there is a near future. Oh well.
Yeah, if.
Sorry. Okay. Now we get going here.
Sounds a plan.
Okay. Alright, get something to eat.
All right, mate, and I will speak to you anyway the next day or so regarding the video, but obviously we've got you on the 2nd of December anyway.
Yep. And now we'll get that video to you. I guess straight now, get something to eat, and I'll look it up and still have to you in a few hours or if we tomorrow morning. That time.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's fun to have you on again, and like I said, I'll get back on it too, and I'll be seeing you December 2nd.
Yeah, looking forward to it, mate, and thanks for having me on.
Sure. Happy
Thank you.
Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Thank you.
Take care. Good night.
Mate, thank you.